Hello everybody and welcome back to some Dead by Daylight. Today we're going to play some Hag. A lot has changed since the last time we actually ended up playing together. And as you can see, I am level 31 with the Hag. I had some really good games the other night. And I managed to get some of my 4 perks finally unlocked. And today we're going to be playing a very not viable build for the Hag. I really don't recommend playing with a lot of hexes in general, and if you are going to play with hexes, then you probably want Frill of the Hunt because it gives you notifications when people start working on your hex totems. But in general, I have all of the 3 hex perks of the Hag itself, and I thought it would be fun for other survivors today. So let's get started. The Hag is probably one of my favorite killers because she is consistently underestimated. She's gone through a lot of big changes in patch 1.5, including how the trap mechanics work. She doesn't have any real viable ways of protecting her hex totems anymore, and that part kind of sucks a little bit because the traps don't instantly get triggered if people are close to them. People can actually crouch around them and move around them. Oh, these people could be working together. That could be bad, but it could also be really fun. We'll see. But yeah, there's no real way to really protect the totems anymore, so if you're going to run with hex totems or hex perks, just make sure that you're running with Frill of the Hunt, unless you're very certain that you're able to get them quick enough. The reason why I like running a hex-style gameplay is because I like giving points to survivors. I am in many cases still a survivor main, even though I'm a Hag main. I like making sure that people get good points. I don't necessarily care about how good I am in a game, though it is always nice when I am able to hook people and I'm also able to kill people. I just want to make sure that people have a really, really nice time. And by giving people a chance to break something and get more points for it, I mean, what else more do you want in a game? Lots of blood points, lots of death and carnage, lots of fun, lots of fear. This game is perfect for it. So I ended up becoming a Hag main after I actually was, for a long time, a Wraith main. The Wraith is fun, however, he wasn't the killer that kind of clicked well for me. I also played Nurse for quite a bit, but she really wasn't for me either. With the Nurse in particular, I hated the fact that I was always anxious and always worried that I wouldn't be able to play properly with her, and I knew that if I missed a blink, for example, I'd just run into a whole bunch of issues of trying to find the survivor again. With the Wraith, I ended up hating being flashlighted no matter what. I hate being blinded, and I hate that the Wraith itself is so vulnerable to the flashlight. So one of my friends, Grumpy, when we were doing Kill Your Friends, suggested that I try playing Hag. Now, I played the Hag earlier, before patch 1.5, and I actually really hated her. I tried her once. I was still really new to the game, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I had difficulties teleporting to my traps. I had difficulties chasing people down. But after kind of this Kill Your Friends game in patch 1.5, I loved her, and she is the killer that kind of just clicks well for me. I don't feel very stressful when I play her, and I just enjoy playing her. Okay, so let's go hunt people down. Now, unfortunately, this is Haddonfield, and Haddonfield is not necessarily the greatest place for the Hag. But one of the best things about the Hag is her ability to kind of move through different things. So I'm just going to place traps down. Now, generally speaking, I don't particularly care if people are working on my hex totems. Kind of want to start putting traps everywhere, like here. I don't know if I'm going to kill people. I actually don't go into games thinking that I'm going to kill people. People are usually really, really good. Oh, they got the good one. And that part's kind of disappointing, but that's fine. Oh. See you. I see you. Now, pallets are the worst for the Hag. Now, I'm surprised he didn't run. It's not particularly smart that he didn't run. Ugh. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get hit by that, actually. But the more pallets we break, the more fun this is going to be for me. Ooh, you poor, poor soul. So I was trying to say in my other game, in my Adept Hag gameplay, is that I'm not afraid to camp a little bit. I'm not afraid to secure an environment and make sure that the person can't really escape, sort of thing. I really, really don't care. I'll place as many traps as I feel comfortable doing, and then I'll leave the area. I still have Devour Hope, so one of the things that I want to make sure that I do is that I do leave the area as much as possible, so that they can have a chance to unhook and rehook and all of the neat little things. They got a terrible hex. The third seal is not the greatest of hexes. Oh, you need to leave my hex alone. Oh, she's a lagging. Are they not going to go rescue the bill? I'm going to go protect that hex totem. I'm going to try to get this Claudette if I can. Claudettes are always the worst. They always seem to be like the assholes of the group in my personal experience. So this isn't particularly the greatest thing for Hag. She's so easily countered by pallets that it can be really difficult to do much of anything with her. So what we're going to do is hopefully get people by surprise. Traps are really her advantage. You really should be using them as much as you possibly can. They'll catch people off guard. You'll be able to kill people. But Haddonfield is not really the best place for any sort of killer, which is kind of disappointing. Except for maybe Michael, because it is his map. But this is the killer that I click with the most. Sometimes I have good days, and sometimes I have really bad days. I think these three are actually working together like I originally had thought. If I can get her to the trap that's here... I might be able to kill two people. And if they are working together, that's great for me. Okay, quickly, where is the basement? The basement is just over here. Let's see if I can get her to it. I don't think I'm going to be able to. So what we're going to do... Oh, I was going to drop her and I was going to place on a trap, actually. I think she ran this way, actually. Yeah, she ran over here. Let's get down some of these hexes, or these traps. I call them hexes sometimes. I'm not entirely sure why I do that, I just do. So I apologize if you hear me call them hexes. This is the problem with the Hag. We're going to set down some traps, actually, here. She ran all the way over here? Really? I hear. They're probably going to escape. Like, all of them are going to escape except for that one. I should have taken the Meg to a different hook and things like that. I should have done a better job of trapping and setting traps and all of that neat stuff. But unfortunately, I didn't. Hag really does well in choke points, so that's what I recommend for people. I'm going to put one right here, I think. I'm not doing very well. And I apologize to you viewers out there. Maybe I can get her. The Claudette is the one that I want. I want the Claudette because there's something about Claudettes that always frustrate me. They're always this very annoying sort of player to face against. So she's getting trapped a lot. I don't have to worry about my Devour Hope anymore because I don't have it. They want those altruistic points. They can have them. I'm just going to trap around certain things. Oh, borrow time. Borrow time is always a fun perk to have as survivors. It can be a bit annoying for, obviously, the killer, but it certainly is a useful thing to run with. Because obviously it gives people the opportunity to ooh, smarties. Ooh, this poor Claudette. Okay, I'm really happy that I got 2. I think killing 2 survivors and 2 escape is a very, very fair game. Their friends were just a little bit too altruistic for my liking, personally. In that they were so eager to take her off the hook that she ended up dying because of it. They were trying to take hits, which is a great thing to be doing, but, I mean, there's nothing that you can do. I need to start putting things at choke points again. So I'm going to go up there, hit that, put down a trap. I don't know why I thought I could go up there for a second. Okay, so I'm going to hit this. Put down a trap. I might be able to get one of the Megs. One of them might be able to escape, or both of them will escape. Like I said, it's no big deal for me if people escape. I just want people to have fun. I might get called a camper in the process, especially when I'm the Hag. I really don't mind kind of playing to my advantages. which is setting down traps. Ooh, a bit laggy there for me. I am going to place a trap just over here, just in case people decide to go this way. I feel fairly confident. I mean, as confident as I am able to, I guess. These Megs are doing really, really well. I would like them to be more in the vicinity for me. I can't tell if they're here or somewhere else. Oh. I'm actually going to check these lockers, just in case. I'm also going to jump out this window for a second, so I can put down a hex, or a trap, as everybody else in this game understands it. Oh, I see the mistake. Now, a lot of people complain about the Hag speed. I am actually very comfortable with it. It doesn't bother me in the least. I know that some people get really annoyed by it. What I might do, so she can't do that ever again, is do that. I'm just gonna go over here and see if I can get her into my trap. There it is. This is one of the things, the new things that I like about the Hag much, much more than any of the other killers, is that she's able to teleport, but she no longer has a stun, which she had in the original patch. And now we're going to trap her. I mean, we're going to trap her shamelessly, I should say. And we're going to try to prevent them from actually escaping. Oh, I mean, we could switch if you want. That's okay. I don't mind. She's gonna run in there. They're gonna meet up. Someone's dying. I don't know who, but someone is going to die. And just in case they decide to run this way again, because they very well might, let's put down a trap here. We're already 18 minutes in the game. For people who are not sure if they're going to like Hag, or if they want to play Hag, understand that she's a very patient killer. They already healed. That's fine. She's a very patient killer. You're going to be moving a lot slower than with other killers. And this sometimes upsets people. Here she is. Run, little Meg, run. I'm coming for you. Oh, yeah. Oh. Pallet looping is a big thing against Hag. It's unfortunate, but it is a thing. Pallets and windows, again, are places that you really want to trap, because if you don't, you're going to just find yourself in a particular situation that is not particularly fun. So we're going to trap her. I think she's dead on hook. Or is this her first time on the hook? I don't know. Oh, first time on hook. So we're going to put down a trap here. We'll see if her best friend comes to save her. We're going to put stuff at a choke point. If I can place, that would be nice. Thank you. I'm going to probably get called a camper, which is very, very unfortunate. But it doesn't bother me. I really don't want her escaping if I can help it. Oh, I'm gonna probably kill both of them if I can. And now I'm gonna go back and see if I can pick up the girl that I dropped. She's dead on hook. The other girl might actually escape through the hatch. But I'm happy. 3 kills is 3 kills, and I'm happy about that. If she escapes, she escapes. Oh, she has self-heal. Well, that kind of sucks. I hope she finds the hatch, actually. I really hope she escapes. Typically, this is what happens in a game. I normally kill, on average, 2 to 3. Sometimes I'll get really good groups, and it's really, really difficult. I'm going to put a trap here, just in case she decides to run into the house. But this is the part where the Hag usually ends up not faring so well. Right now it's just a race of trying to find the hatch before she does. I thought I saw her for a second. I thought I heard her as well, just running about. I actually don't know where it is. Now, where it could be, and I've had this spawn this way, is that it's in the Michael Myers house where the basement is, usually. Maybe the game is going to give me a bone. I'm going to break this for a second. As she feels like doing generator. Ah, there it is. She escaped. I'm happy. I'm glad that I was able to kill 3 people. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I hope you guys had fun and had a great game. Good teamwork on your parts, Megs. They really were really good together. Let's see what they... I bet. Okay, let's see what they're running with. Sprint burst, borrow time. I knew they had borrow time. Self-heal. That must have been that level 1. Glad you guys had fun, though. This other Meg had some really good stuff as well. Actually, all of them did. Unbreakable is super useful for survivors, especially with killers who are sort of like me, who will knock people down, but not necessarily pick them up right away, giving them the opportunity to get up by themselves. Borrow time is always such an annoying thing to have. Iron Will, great thing to have if you're a survivor. I strongly recommend it. And coupled with lightweight is actually a really good idea as well. Like I said, this is not particularly a viable build, so I do not recommend it, but it is super fun for other players to find those hex totems and destroy them and get some good points. On average, this is actually a really good score for Hag. Out of all the killers that you'll find, they usually have the least amount of blood points on average, so I'm really, really glad that I was able to get some of these good points. I'm really glad with where I'm at in the game with her, and right now I'm absolutely loving it. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Bye now.